Friday once again. What's going on, everybody? I hit play this time for real. I think I took a picture the first time around. Thought it was recorded, but it wasn't. So anyway, I got the earpieces in, the basic earpieces that come with the iPhone. I don't know if it picks up the sound through the headphones or if I'm, just looking like a clown with them on. It's not really doing anything. But anyhow, yeah, I still haven't got the little stand to put in the car, so I'm still holding up the camera. But surprisingly, this phone, I guess, has a pretty good stabilization feature, so that's cool. So, what's going on in the world of part-time, daytime, daydream entrepreneurs? I was listening to an episode of TMBA, Tropical MBA, the latest episode, in fact. If you haven't checked it out, you could check it out on iTunes, and they're on Stitcher, and you can check them out at tropicalmba.com. And this guy, the guest that was on there, oh man, it was pretty cool. He was like some type of engineer that worked. I think he worked on a Navy submarine or something like that. Okay. But he was saying basically, like deep down inside, I'm an entrepreneur, and I was, after work, I found myself trying to come up with ideas to, start my own business. So he somehow came up with this idea to come up with these thin headphones that you can wear to sleep. And the way that he came up with it is interesting. Basically, it's the way that a lot of people come up with inventions, just, happenstance. So he was going to sleep one day and he had these earbuds on and they were like, against the pillow, very uncomfortable. So he thought of, gee, I wonder if there's a way to make these more comfortable when I go to sleep. So what he did was he wanted to make prototypes. So he contacted manufacturers in China and got the materials he needed, like thin headphone components, bendable material for like the headphone part, something like that. And he had like a whole bunch, because when you're ordering stuff from China, you need to get like an MOQ, minimum order quantity. So like, he got a bunch of stuff and he would just assemble them, he was putting together his own prototypes. So he was kind of like doing his own, assembly line. So when he finally came up with the product, I think it's called like bedside headphones or something like that. He started to sell them. And this was around the time that those Beats headphones came out, those Dr. Dre headphones. That, by the way, he just recently sold that to Apple for like $3.5 billion. That's absurd. So he ended up coming out with them, and it was all right. He got some media press, and that's what really had them take off. So of course he had like a spike in his profits, and he ended up getting like some of his old high school buddies, to help him with the shipping and stuff. Ultimately, here's the interesting part. So he was putting in a lot of work, he was getting all these orders, but he was kind of like, I don't want to have the business like this. Well, I'm working in it too much. So he mentioned this book that I got. I haven't read it yet. I have it on my Kindle. It's called Work the System by Sam Carpenter. Hint, any book that I say, go check it out on Amazon. Read the table of contents, the synopsis, the preview pages, all that. This is a book that I've heard about. A lot of people talk about it. So I have it. I haven't read it yet. I'm going to get around to it. So if you can get that book, get it. It's called Work the System. So just to give you an idea of what the book is about, imagine yourself, you're in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're at your job and you're doing your tasks, and you're doing them every day, and you're doing them every day, and you're doing them every day. I think the idea of this book is to step out of the system, look at the system, understand the system, you know, and make your own system. So you kind of have like a more hands-off approach to what you have to do, yet your productivity skyrockets. I think that's kind of like the concept. If anybody has read the book and I'm incorrect, just, you know, post a comment in there and let me know. But that's the gist that I got out of it. Anyhow, so he read the book, Work the System. So he implemented Work the System. So now his company is actually like hands off. He has people in place that actually work the company for him and actually work to grow the company, you know? And it was ill. He was talking about how he was able to step away from the company for like 5 months, and he was just doing traveling, and he was actually working on new ideas, new companies he wants to form. He didn't do anything with the company, and it was still making him money. Awesome stuff. So I just wanted to tell that story. That was pretty awesome. Other than that, I really don't have much to say. I wasn't even going to do a video. I was making some phone calls on my way home. Then I remembered, oh, it's Friday. Not that I have to do one every Friday, but like, I don't know, it's kind of like becoming a habit now. So anyway, I hope you get out of that hey, one second. Whew, it's hot. You know, I hope you get out of that, you know, it's possible, even if, you know, you're working a full-time job or you're working and you're going to school, if you just set aside just a little bit of time and do something on the side, and do it consistently, you might be able to build it into something, and you never know where it can take you. So anyway, I hope everyone has a nice day, a nice weekend, inshallah, for the Ramadan participants. Ramadan is coming up, inshallah. I hope it's going to be the best Ramadan, you know, in a long time for the community, for the ummah. Hope that everybody obtains maximum benefit. I hope that everybody can reassess their goals and execute on those goals. And I'm talking in all aspects, spiritually, physically, everything, mentally. You know, you have a goal, set it. Now is the time. Ramadan is the time. Ramadan is like, it's almost like you're going into the cocoon, and you're gonna, you know, you want to come out as a butterfly. So, you know, let's take this time to reflect. You know, Rajab, Shaban, alhamdulillah, all praises for God. It was great preparation. Now we're gonna get into it. We're gonna refrain from food and drink during the day, and we're still gonna do our daily duties. And at night, we're not gonna sleep much. We're gonna sleep little, and we're gonna worship Allah a lot, inshallah. So let's build up this as we weaken ourselves physically. Let's strengthen ourselves spiritually, so that after, you know, we can improve in all of our aspects, all of our facets of life: school, work, business, relationships, the social atmosphere, everything that you're trying to improve, communication with others, invitation to others. Okay? So with that said, everyone have a good day. Get your dates, get your water. I like to drink mine with milk, but the sunnah is to drink it with water, so I do drink it with the water at first. Get your dates, get your water. Those of us that are in the southeast Georgia, get ready for some Indian food at those iftars. Up north, where I used to be at, get ready for some of that Arab food. You know, some of that Moroccan food will be in the Indian food, and the Somali food down here. But everybody, take care, have a good weekend, and see you next time.